Hello everybody, welcome to Tuesday. Hello, well, I hear you all come now. Caitlin Orange, how are you, young lady? I haven't seen you in such a long time. Sending love to you all. So here we have Tuesday's class. So what we're going to do today is remember that we've had, we're kind of working on a beginner's intermediate sort of level in these Instagram classes. So if you've been using your block and your belt, always just sort of have that handy. I'm not sure, we'll probably use it during what we're doing, but if you've been using it, make this sort of your friend really, because it means that you can do the poses and you can basically, if you're a beginner and you've got a block and a belt, you could do an intermediate class because you have the assistance to keep yourself in nice alignment whilst using it. But really, just let's remember what we always say is your practice is only going to be as good as your breath is. So really focus on that breath, focus on taking nice big deep inhales into the chest. If you've got the tummy gently drawn in, that you'll fill all the lungs up. And on the exhale, think relax. So if you find that you're tense and you're struggling, you'll find that that big deep breath has disappeared and you'll be doing little tiny short breaths. So remember, focus on the breath, and if the breath is steady, then generally your practice is steady. So if you can get the practice and the breath linked together with each other so they're in kind of a harmony, your experience of the yoga it's much better. It's much, when you get to Shavasana, there's a real experience of letting go, and it just deepens that feeling. I mean, it's hard to say the yoga, it's that feeling that you get when you do yoga that makes you feel, like you've kind of worked out, but there's this well-being, sort of like chilled out feeling. So this comes even more when we start to link our breath and we start to become more conscious of the breath instead of more conscious of the practice itself, if you like. So what I mean by that is that we've been doing quite a few of these classes now, so you kind of will know more or less what's coming and the cues. So because you know the physical, what's happening in the physical, it means you can relax a little bit and focus more onto the breath instead of thinking, what am I doing? So let's start. Starting at the front of your mat, bring your feet together, lift your toes up, spread your toes out as wide as you can, try and get air between every toe, and then take them down, take a little squeeze of the mat with your toes, and then give your shoulders a little shake out, your arms a little shake. Close your eyes, so you're relaxed, your belly is relaxed, you just breathe in normal breath into the belly. The arms are relaxed. Feel the weight of the shoulders as they draw down away from the neck as you just release any tension in the shoulders. Again, just inhale and exhale in and out through the nose, but don't think about it being deep or anything, just nice gentle breath. And then start to listen to that breath. You'll hear the inhale. If you close your eyes, you'll really start to hear that breath. You'll hear the inhale and the exhale. So start to slightly deepen that inhale and exhale. So make the exhale as long as the inhale. Take a big inhale, fill yourself all the way up, fill your belly up, fill your chest up, as much air as you can possibly get in. And on the exhale, just a nice long sigh. Let the shoulders relax down the back and let any tension leave the body. Again, inhale fully, fill yourself all the way up. and then just start to gently rotate in the waist. So you're almost trying to keep your hips facing forward. They're going to move a little bit, but just let the shoulders and the arms swing around, and you'll feel this kind of in that lower back, in the lumbar. So again, it's not a competition to see how fast you can do it. It's just observe, how does your back feel right now, and you just want to move to what the messages are telling you from your back. So, you know, if you happen to be sitting down a lot and things like that, you tend to experience lower back pain. And that's just from mainly the position of sitting down. It shortens the hamstrings. Then the hamstrings start pulling down on the pelvis. And then just them lower back muscles is, you know, they're trying to counteract. So the back gets tired. And then just let yourself come back to the center. And then bring your focus down to the soles of your feet. So focus on getting the whole of the foot into the floor. So you don't want to feel like your weight is in the front of your feet or the back, or your feet are rolling in or out. Just connect down through the soles of the feet. So this is a bandha, this is pad bandha, so the feet are pad. So this is the connection of bandha with the energy of the earth. So really focus on that firm foundation, pushing down through the soles of the feet, aware of the tip of every toe. And then from there we're going to lift energy in an upward direction. So lift the thigh muscles, engage the thighs. As you do that, lift the pelvic floor and then gently draw the belly button in and up. So now the breath is all in the chest. So we'll keep that upward motion by keep the chin level with the floor, but reach up through the crown of the head as if you're trying to touch the ceiling through the crown of the head. The tummy's in now, the breath is into the lungs, still in and out through the nose. Nice big deep breaths here. Feel the rib cage expand underneath the arms, the front of the back and the back of the body. So keep them nice deep breaths going, and notice how when we bring the focus to the breath and we bring the breath into the body, how that calms the system down, calms the mind down, the nervous system down. On your next inhale, open your eyes, make a big circle with your arms, reach up, salute the sun, reach through the fingers as high as you can, and then exhale, soften the knees, fall forward. Lay your chest onto your thighs and then let your head hang. Shake your head out, yes and no. Keep the tummy in and relax the crown of the head down to the floor. So make sure you're sat down into that chair, knees are nice and bent, chest is on the thighs. Shake the head out, shake the arms out. Keep the tummy in, but take deep breaths. Feel the ribs expand in the back. Still in and out through the nose. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, open the arms wide, reach up, salute the sun, reach through the fingers, and exhale, bring the hands back to the heart space. Take the right hand out to the side, palm facing up, and then bring the right hand up, and then we're going to bend the elbow until we can bring the hand down as if it's between the shoulder blades. Then the left hand is going to come over, take a hold of that elbow, and then I want to try and get that elbow as much as I can behind the back of my head. Okay, so stand up straight, take an inhale, and then lift the head and try and look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the chin level with the floor, and on your next exhale you're going to move your right hip out towards the right hand side of the mat and then fold all the way over to the left and look up underneath that right elbow. Keep drawing the elbow up over the head, pushing the hip out, nice big deep breaths. Well done. Inhale, come up, open the arms, bring the hands to the heart space. Left hand goes out to the side. Raise the arm, bend the elbow, bring the hand between the shoulder blades. Right hand comes up, take the elbow, try and draw as much as you can, the elbow to behind the head, and then lift the head, see if you can look up. Bring the chin level with the floor, and then push the left hip out to the left hand side of the mat, and then fold all the way over to the right and look up underneath that left arm. Big breaths. Inhale up, open the arms, and bring the hands to the heart space. Okay, so this one, it's again up into the shoulders. You need to bring the hands up so they're at shoulder height across here, and then you want the elbows drawn back so they're alongside your head, so not forward like this. You want to draw them back as far as you can, and then lift the elbows up like this. Okay, so this is where your imagination has to come in. So we're going to create like an invisible resistance. So you kind of want to, we're going to bring the hands down, but you want to do it as if you're pushing something down, so it's a really slow motion until you can bring your fingertips to face down. Keep the elbows high, and then bring the hands back up. So again, think, open them shoulders, like squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the elbows, and again, think, hands are back alongside the head. So inhale and exhale slowly, imagining that there's a resistance underneath your hands, so you have to do it really slowly, keeping them elbows nice and high until you can get the fingertips putting down to the floor. Lift the elbows and then bring the hands back up. So again, think, elbows are out. So last one. I know your shoulders are burning, but this is the last one, trust me. Okay, so lift the elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and this time let's just see how slowly you can do it. So take an inhale and then exhale, nice and slow. Focus on keeping the elbows up rather than bringing the hands down, but you'll be really feeling this through the shoulders now, the deltoids. Keep the elbows high, point the fingertips down, and then all the way back up. Bring the hands together into fire hands like this, and inhale, shoot the fingers up. So bring your chin level with the floor, and then if your hands are forward like this, try and bring your biceps back so they're alongside your ears like this, and then try and push the inside of the elbows together. And then from the middle of your chest, middle of your back, use all the shoulders and reach up through the fingertips, and then lift the head, look up to the thumbs. So you're pushing into the feet, reaching through the fingers, drawing them shoulders up and open, looking up to the thumbs, big breaths. Inhale, exhale, open the arms wide and fold forward into a forward bend. So remember, when your legs want to bend, you want to come up to that point, just let the top half of the body relax, and then on an exhale, just let yourself completely relax over the legs. So this is all about surrender, nice gentle practice, but firing the body up. Just let yourself hang over the legs. You can maybe shake the head out, maybe move your hips from side to side, loosen off that tension in the lower back. And then inhale, roll up through the spine, open the arms, reach up, salute the sun, look up, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun, reach up, look up, and exhale, fall forward. Remember, if you need your block, you can use your block, but just let yourself relax over the legs, bend the knees, Bring the hands down to the floor and step back into your push-up plank position. So if your bum is high, let your bum come down so it's level with the floor. Let your shoulders come over your elbows, push into the floor, lift the thighs. If you need to drop your knees down, that's absolutely fine. But if you can, push the heels back, push into the floor, big deep breaths. Well done. Drop the knees to the floor, bend the elbows, bring the forearms down to the floor. And then inhale, come forward, lower your chest and chin between your hands and see if you can look along the floor. If you need to pop your block underneath your chest, that's fine. But try and keep the breath steady, even though it might feel awkward. Nice, steady breath. Lift the elbows, lift the chest, come through and onto the tummy. Elbows are, hands are underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in, shoulder blades are together and pulled down away from the neck. Inhale into the belly. Exhale. Inhale, engage them back muscles, draw the shoulders back, and then a gentle assist with the hands, coming up into your cobra. Bring the chin level with the floor. Don't let the shoulders creep up. Keep the shoulders pulled down and the chest moving forward, and then lift the head, look up. So you're not trying to straighten your arms, you're trying to almost draw yourself forward and up. Create that length right the way through the tummy. Big breaths. Well done. Exhale, come down. Turn the toes under. Come up onto all fours and push all the way back into an extended child pose. Let the forehead come down to the floor. Lift the head, look up. So walk the hands forward until you can lay your chest and chin down onto the floor and look along the floor. Again, if you need to pop a block under your chest, that's fine. But just let them shoulders open up. And then walk the thumbs together if you can. And see if you can walk the hands a little bit further apart. Push into the forearms, come through and onto the tummy, and then bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms are on the floor, hands are spread out. So again, you're kind of moving yourself forward and drawing them shoulders back as you push into the forearms and coming into your Sphinx pose. This time chin is level with the floor, shoulders are drawn back, chest is moving forward, pushing into the forearms. Big strong breaths. Feel that big back bend. So if you're really feeling that back bend already, you can stay there. But if you can keep the hips down onto the floor, you might want to try straightening the arms, drawing the shoulders back and lifting the head and looking up. But don't let the shoulders creep up like this. Keep them down and away from the neck. Chin is lifted, long front body, big breaths. Oh, feels too good. Come down onto your tummy, hands underneath your shoulders, push into your hands, push all the way back to that extended child pose again. And this time really push into your fingers, push your sit bones back towards your heels until you feel that stretch in the lower back. Push the heels down to the floor, coming into your downward facing dog. So again, push into the hands, push yourself back towards the back of the mat, open up them shoulders, and then walk the heels up and down one at a time. So don't race, don't be bouncing up and down. Think as you drop the right heel down, tip your tailbone up to the sky and push into the hands. So you'll feel that lengthen from the heel through the Achilles, all the way up through the calf, back of the knee, hamstring and the glute as you do that. If you go too quick, you kind of miss the stretch, and then gently onto the other side. But again, really witness how it feels, how you gently move into it and it lets go, it stretches, it feels so good. And then push both heels down to the floor, turn your tailbone up to the sky, push into the hands, head is relaxed. Inhale, lift the head, look up, and on an exhale, step, walk or jump your feet forward to the front of your mat. Lift up to a flat back, tummy in, and exhale, forward bend. So remember, come to where the legs are straight. If you need your block, use your block. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, salute the sun. Look up to the hands, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun. Reach up, look up. Exhale, tummy in, full forward. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the floor. Again, if you need to have your block, you can have your block like so or like so. But if you can, take the weight into the left foot. Shift the weight over onto that left hand side and then inhale, raise the right leg up behind. Drop that right front hip down towards the floor and lift up through the heel of the foot. Try and straighten the standing leg. Nice big breaths, tummy's in, looking down between the hands. Keep that heel lifted. Well done. Bend the front knee, step back into a low lunge and inhale, come up. So walk this front foot forward a little and then roll the palms open as wide as you can. As you do that, you'll feel how the shoulder blades come together and it lifts the chest. As it does that, inhale, reach down as if you're trying to touch the floor, and as you do so, just relax the hips forward towards the front of the mat. Think you're moving in that nice straight line. You don't want to be rolling out to the side. Move forward, reaching down through the fingertips, and then lift the head, look up. So as you inhale, lift a little, and as you exhale, relax the hips and reach down through the fingertips. Feel that hip flexor opening on the right, the hamstring on the left. Big breaths. Open the palms all the way out to face the sides of the room, and then inhale, raise the arms and look up between the hands. So remember that lift from the middle of the back. Big breaths. And then link the fingers together, bring the hands behind the head, and then open the elbows wide again. So really squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, relax the hips forward, and then inhale, try and lift the head and look up towards the ceiling. Strong breath. Well done. Inhale, come up and bring the hands to the heart space. So you want to push into the palms. Think this nice flat line across the elbows. So when you push, you're pushing the palms. Tummy is in, inhale. On an exhale, turn all the way around to the left. And then bring that right elbow down to the knee. Push into the palms and turn and look up over your left shoulder. So don't let this left shoulder come up like this. Pull it down and away from the neck, and do that by pushing into the palms, looking up, nice big breaths. Inhale to the center, and exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. So walk that left foot out to the side a little. If you need your block, bring your block in. But then see if you can walk that back leg just back a little bit further. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, just think about lowering the shoulders squarely down towards the floor. If you can come down onto your forearms, you can do that. But think about being square. rather than trying to get to the floor. Inhale, come up. Turn your back toes under, lift the knee up off the floor, shift the weight backwards and step the feet together at the front of the mat. Lift up to a flat back, tummy in, inhale, and exhale, forward bend. Shift the weight over into the right foot and then raise the left leg up behind. So remember, try not to let the hip roll open. Square that hip down to the floor, lift up through the heel. Try and straighten the standing leg. Big breaths. Well done. Bend the front knee, step back into a low lunge. Inhale, come up. Walk that front foot forward a little. Roll the palms all the way open. Draw the fingertips down towards the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Big inhale. Exhale, relax the hips forward. Reach down through the fingertips and lift the head, look up. As you exhale, try and relax the hips. As you inhale, lift the chest. Reaching down through the fingers. Roll the palms all the way open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, relax the hips and reach through the fingers. Look up between the hands. Link the fingers together. Bring the hands behind the head. Open the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the hips forward. And then try and lift the head, look up. Keep opening the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together, big breaths. Well done. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands to the heart space. Shoulders are down the back. Remember that nice flat line. Inhale. Exhale, turn round to the right. Bring that left elbow down to the knee. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, draw the thumbs into the sternum and look up over your right shoulder. Remember, keep that shoulder down and away from the ear. Well done. Inhale to the center. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Walk that right foot out to the side. And again, if you need your block or your cushion, lift the chest, draw the shoulders back, and then exhale, rolling the chest down towards the floor. Well done. Inhale, come up onto the hands. Turn the back toes under, lift the knee. Shift the weight backwards. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Let the arms hang, the head hang. Tummy in. Shake the shoulders out. Big deep breaths. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Open the arms. Reach up, salute the sun. And exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun. Reach up. And exhale, step your right foot out a full leg length to the side of your mat. So, left toes are facing forward and your right toes are square to the back edge of the mat. You kind of want your heel in line with your instep and you want a decent stride between your legs, so not too close together. And then we're going to raise the arms up to shoulder height. So you want to feel like your chest and shoulders and hips are in line with this outside edge of the mat, like this, and then roll your palms all the way open until you feel them shoulder blades drop down your back. And then flip the palms over and reach through the fingers so we loosen up all of the neck. Big inhale. And then exhale, just bending the left knee, folding forward. So you don't want this left knee really to go past the ankle. It wants to be either on top or just behind. Back leg is nice and straight. And then see if you're still in line with the outside edge of your mat. Now, this knee might want to roll in, so think roll the muscles out to the side, reach through the fingers, and then have a little move forwards and backwards until you find that center point, and then turn the head, look to the middle finger on the left hand. Nice big breaths. Maybe on an exhale you can relax into it a little bit more. But pelvic floor is lifted, tummy's in. So turn the left palm to face the ceiling, and as your next inhale, your right hand is going to come down towards the right knee, so the left hand comes up and over the head, but it doesn't want to just hang like this. Keep it reaching over the head and lift the gaze up towards the hand, and as you exhale, bend into that front knee. Big strong breaths. And then inhale, come back to your warrior, and then bend your left elbow, bring your left forearm down onto your thigh, and inhale, raise that right hand and look up to the right hand. So think this hip is moving forward as I lean back, and that kind of opens up the front of my body. Turn the palm to face the front and extend the arm all the way over the head and lift the gaze, look up to that hand. So again, keep reaching through the fingers, big deep breaths. And then inhale, come all the way back up to your warrior. Straighten the legs. Give the arms a little shake as we'll prepare to do that on the opposite side. So, turning your right toes out this time. Left foot is square to the back of the mat. And again, make sure you've got a good stride, hips and chest are square. Raise your arms up to shoulder height. And roll the palms all the way open. Get them shoulder blades down and away from the neck. Flip the palms over, reach through the fingers. Big inhale. And exhale, just the right knee bend. So again, have that little feel to make sure you're central. Rolling this right thigh out to the side. And then turn the head, look to the middle finger on the right hand. Nice big deep breaths. Turn the right palm to face the ceiling. Inhale, lower the left hand and raise the right hand up and over the head. Lift the gaze up to that hand, and if you can, bend into that front knee, but keep that top hand active. Big breaths. Inhale back to your warrior. Bend your right elbow, bring it down onto the thigh, roll the chest open and reach up through the left hand. Look up to that left hand. Turn the top palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head, lift the gaze, look up to that hand. And then inhale, come all the way back up, straighten the legs, bring the arms down, shake the arms out. Nice big inhale. Nice long sigh on the exhale. So turning the left toes out to the side. So this time legs are straight, so engage that thigh muscle, engage the thigh muscle at the back, keeping yourself square to the back of the mat. Raise the arms to shoulder height again. Drop them shoulder blades down and away from the neck. Reach through the fingers. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to fold into this left hip. So you're not leaning forward. You're just reaching, reaching, reaching as far as you can. And then once you get to as far as you can, we're just going to windmill the arms open. So use this left hand against your leg or have your block here. And then again, it's a case of really rolling this shoulder open as this hip gently moves forward, opens up all the front body, and raise the right hand and look up to that right hand. Keeping the legs straight. If they're bent, come up to where they're straight and just do the pose from there. Turn the top palm to face the front and extend the arm over the head. Lift the gaze, look up to that hand. Raise the arm, bend the front knee and come back to a warrior. Straighten the front leg, bring the arms down. Well done. Tricky, them triangles. So turning the right toes out, engage the thigh muscles, raise the arms. Drop them shoulder blades away from the neck, reach through the fingers, tummy is in, inhale. Exhale, fold into the right hip and just reach as far as you can. And then windmill the arms open again if you need the block, or use the hand against the leg. But this can really help stabilize as you try and open that left shoulder and look up to that left hand. So remember what we said right at the very beginning of the class about the breath. What's your breath like right now? Is it or is it because if it is, you want to do the second one. Much better. Turn the palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head, lift the gaze, look up to that hand. Big breaths. Well done. Raise the arm, bend the front knee and come all the way up to your warrior. Straighten the leg, lower the arms, step the feet together at the front of the mat. Close your eyes, take a big inhale, fill yourself all the way up, and a big long sigh on the exhale. So keeping the eyes closed, just observe how you feel right now, how physically different you feel from when we started the class. Maybe it's the warmth in your body, that sensation of circulation, the heartbeat. Maybe it's just how much more air you seem to be able to fit into your body right now. Inhale, salute the sun, reach up, and then step the left foot out as wide as you can. So this time the feet are square to the sides of the mat. We're going to bring the hands to the heart space. So I shall turn to the side for this one. So what we're going to try and do is inhale, raise the arms to shoulder height, and then on the exhale, bring the hands around the back and into a reverse prayer like this. Now I understand that this can be quite tricky. So a reverse prayer looks like this. Okay, but I understand that this can be quite tricky because it took me about 4 years to be able to get my wrist to move that way. So if you can't get your hands into a prayer, take a hold of your elbows like this, and then you want to be squeezing the shoulder blades together and keeping a hold of the elbows. But if you can, let's get into the prayer hands. Oh, it was so difficult second time around. Okay, so here we are in our prayer pose. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, push the palms together, and then move your hips forward towards the front edge of your mat, and then lift the head and let the head lie back. Big breaths. Inhale, lift the head, and exhale, fall forward, bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Again, remember working to where the legs are straight, trying to keep the palms together. Soften the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the hands. And let the hands come all the way up until you can link the hands together, and then bring the hands down to the heart space and just make some circles through the wrists. So let's do a little wrist exercise while we're here. So I have the hands at the heart space like this. So this is really good, is that, you know, some people when they're doing a lot of vinyasa and it's like down, up dog, down dog, the old wrists are a bit of a killer. So it takes a little bit of time for them to warm into it. So let's do some wrist exercises. So bring your fingertips together like this, and then bring your hands into a reverse prayer. So I want you to think about this part of the hand here, sort of the wrist, the top of the hand, and pushing them together, because if they're together, the fingers and the hands will stay together. So don't let them come down here, lift them up sort of chin height, and then pushing the wrists together, try and draw the elbows down towards the floor. Okay, so from there, we're going to turn the fingertips in, and again, try and keep the elbows high. So you're bringing the fingertips in to the sternum like this, and then try and bring your little fingers in to your sternum like this, and then back to the center, and then down, and then see if you can turn them all the way and face forward again. Keep the elbows up, pushing the wrists together, and then as you open them, link the fingers and rotate through the wrists. And then my particular favorite part of this little sequence is just shake them out. Shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Well done. So our balance section. Remember, your balance section is you want to feel planted through the standing leg, pelvic floor's lifted, tummy in, and find a mark on the floor to look at that isn't going to move, and keep your focus out. Remember to breathe. Okay, so take the weight into your right foot, and again, you don't want any bend in that knee. You kind of want it straight, so and shift so you feel like you're pushing all the way down through that leg, and then bring the hands to the heart space, and then see if you can lift the left knee. Ho, ho, ho. See if you can straighten the left leg. And then we're going to come into our tree pose. So you want to be either below the knee. If your balance is really out, you want your heel on your ankle. So you've got this, what's known in the trials motorcycle world as a dab. Or you can go onto your calf like this. Or you can go above onto the thigh. What you don't want is it on the knee like that, because you know, you're pushing all your weight through that, and you don't want that knee to go. So above or below the knee, it's absolutely exactly the same balance, so there's no benefit either way. It's whatever suits you the best. So take the weight into that right foot, and then bring the left foot to the inside of the leg. So again, fix your gaze, bring the hands to the heart space, straighten that standing leg. And then inhale, see if you can raise the arms. Well done, bring the hands to the heart space, step the feet together, shake the standing leg out, and then shift the weight into the left leg. So again, find that drishti point, plant that foot into the floor, and then straighten that leg and really drive your weight down through that leg. Hands are at the heart space, and inhale, raise the right leg. See if you can straighten the right leg, and then coming into your tree. So again, above or below the knee, or on the ankle if you need to. Fix your gaze. Inhale, raise the arms, reach up. Well done, bring the hands to the heart space. Step the feet together. Give that standing leg a little shake out. And then stepping your left foot into the middle of the mat. So you might need your yoga block here. So if you just put that sort of there ready, you're going to bring your right hand onto your right hip, bend your left knee and bring your left hand down to the floor. So if that's a problem, you can bring your hand onto your yoga block like this, but it wants to be slightly to the left hand side and forward, so not close to your foot. So find a mark on the floor to look at that isn't going to move, and when you're ready, inhale, step into that left leg and raise the right leg high. So keep looking down, try and roll your right shoulder and your right hip open so it's facing up towards the ceiling, and then see if you can raise your right hand. So you might be able to turn your head and look up to that right hand. Well done. Step the feet together, lift to a flat back. Exhale to a forward bend. And then step the left foot back. Bring your right hand forward or onto your yoga block. Left hand onto your hip. Find that mark on the floor to look at. When you're ready, inhale. Step into the standing leg. Roll the left shoulder and the left hip open. Raise the left arm. And if you can turn the gaze and look up to that left hand. Well done. Step the feet together, lift to a flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Salute the sun. Exhale the hands to the heart space. Close your eyes, take a couple of breaths. You may feel dizzy. Inhale, reach up, salute the sun. Exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in. So, bend the knees, come down and into a squat. So we tried this the other week, so this is like, you're going to do this tonight. If you haven't managed to do it yet, tonight is the night. Tonight's the night where you do crow. Let's do it together. Okay, so if you're really at the beginning of trying to do crow, get a cushion in front of your face if you're at home, so that makes you feel a little bit better. So if you fall, you're going to fall onto a cushion. But if you can, this little groove here, the top of your calf muscle and your knee, you want to get just above your elbow into that crease in both sides, and then open the hands about the width apart of your mat, and don't let your shoulders creep up, keep the shoulders pulled down. Okay, so from there we've got into this position, hands are quite wide, fingers are wide, shoulders are back, and my knees are clamped on to my elbows. So notice I don't straighten my arms, I keep my arms nice and bent, lifting my head and looking up and forward. Lift my bum and want to move forward, and then see if I can take one foot up and then the other, and see if you can come into a balance. But if you've already got crow and crow is in your practice, you want to tighten it up. What you're looking for is to get your knees sort of up and in towards your armpits, so your arms are tucked in, and then move forward and lift the head, and then see if you can straighten the arms. Well done. Come down onto all fours, open the knees, sink back into a child pose, let the head come down to the floor. Big breaths into the belly. And then inhale, come up onto all fours, or cat pose. So exhale, tummy in, turn the tailbone under, push into the hands, Inhale, open, look up, and then come to a flat back. Raising the left arm out to the side. On an exhale, thread the left hand between the right arm and right leg, lay the shoulder down, lay the head down, and then push in with that right hand, create a twist. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, open. Exhale to a flat back. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, thread the right arm through, lay the shoulder down, lay the head down, push into the left hand. Keep that left shoulder up and away from the ear. Inhale, come up. Exhale, cat pose. Cross the feet, come back to seated, straightening the legs, and then bring the legs together. Draw the toes back, lift any muscles away from your sit bones, bring your left hand onto your lap, right hand on top, thumbs touch with the palms facing up, shoulders relaxed, crown of the head is lifted, tummy is in. Nice deep breaths. Open the eyes, open the arms, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. If you need to pop your belt over your feet, that's fine. Take a hold of the feet or the shins, lift up to a flat back, shoulders back, tummy in, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, open the arms, reach up, look up, and bring the hands to the heart space, and then step your feet to the outside edge of the mat. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold them forward, reaching for your belt or your feet, lift to a flat back, tummy in, and exhale, fold forward. Well done. Inhale, roll up through the spine, bend the knees, draw the knees into the chest, and then take a hold of the big toes with the first two fingers on each hand, and then see if you can bring your right elbow onto your right knee, left elbow onto your left knee. So don't let your back curve like this. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders down. Strong breath. See if you can straighten the legs. And then see if you can open the legs as wide apart as you can. And then back to the centre. See if you can bring them together. See if you can release the toes, reach up, point the toes up. Come to your boat pose. And then as you inhale, straighten the legs, open the arms, exhale, close. One more. And lay down. Let the arms come open, straighten the legs, breathe into the belly. Bend the knees, draw the heels in to the sit bones, bring the hands down by the side so you can feel that the feet are hip distance apart. Hands are flat on the floor. Inhale, push into the feet, turn the tailbone under and lift the hips. So you'll feel that in that lower back. Move the hips all the way over to the left, down to the mat and up and around. So big circles. Support yourself with the hands, use the breath. And then in the opposite direction. And then lowering the hips down, hug the knees into the chest and have a gentle rock from side to side. Bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand out to the side. On an exhale, gently lower the knees to the left and turn the head, look to the outstretched right hand. Release the knees, let them come back into the centre, hug them in, and then right hand to the left knee, left hand out to the side, lower the knees to the right, turn the head, look to the left. And release back into the centre, hug the knees in, open the knees wide, take a hold of your feet for your happy baby. As you pull down on the feet, pull the knees down towards the floor, either side of the body. Roll over till your left knee touches the floor. Roll over till your right knee touches the floor. And then straightening the legs, lying down, opening the arms, closing the eyes, ready for your Shavasana. Let yourself get really comfortable, relax the shoulders. Take a nice big inhale, fill yourself all the way up, and a nice long sigh on the exhale. Letting yourself sink into the floor. Slowly bring yourself back. Start to become aware of your breath. Gently moving fingers and toes, reconnecting the mind, body and spirit. On your next inhalation, raise your arms up and over your head, and on the exhalation, have a real early morning stretch. Stretch through your fingers and toes, bring yourself right the way back. Gently draw the knees into the chest, roll onto the right hand side. And when you're ready, you come into a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. If you need to sit on your block or your cushion, that's fine. Relax the shoulders, relax the tummy, close the eyes. Taking the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the tummy. And just taking a few moments for your gratitude practice today. Bring your hands to a prayer at the third eye, lower them down to the heart space. Look after the universe that you live in and the planet that you live on. Take care of all your family and friends. By all your family and friends, I mean all living creatures that live, walk and breathe upon this earth. Inhale the hands to the third eye, Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you very much. So I hope you enjoyed that. So remember, we're here again on Friday night, 6:30, all day, all night. So if you have any class suggestions that you'd like to do, drop me a line. Better late than never, crazy heart. It's about time too. So if you have any ideas of classes or anything like that, drop me a message, because, you know, it saves me having to think about it. But thank you so much for all your support. If you know anybody who'd like to do these but they don't have Instagram, I post it onto my YouTube channel, which is just Dave Smyth. So, and there's like hundreds of videos on there now, all free. So like, if you haven't subscribed and hit like, I would like to know why. Why not? If you're here getting freebies, there's like 100 freebies over there. So anyway, thank you very much. I love you all, and I will see you 6:30 Friday, all Dave, all night. Boom. Bye.